What up? These are my top 10 EP albums of 2013. I'm gonna try to keep this video nice and short. You know what I mean, straight to the point. Because I don't want to keep it running long for past 10 minutes. You know what I mean. But anyway, moving on. J. Cole with Truly Yours 2. Now, at first I had problems with this because I'm like, did that drop in 2012 or 2013? Regardless of it, I heard it in 2013, so that's why I made my list. And it wasn't a bad project, you know what I'm saying? It had some great samples on there, some great features. And J. Cole, is an artist that I always fucked with from the beginning because of the hunger, the struggle. But as the time went on, it just seemed like he never grew and he kept talking about the same thing. Like, I've been on the sideline, I want to get in the rap game, blase blah. And then the first album come out and it's great. It went gold. It was dope, but it wasn't what I expected. You know what I mean? It was great. I had no problem with it. Some singles I couldn't fuck with. But then with the second one, it just seemed like, too dark of an album to drop in the summer. And a lot of people ridicule it and say that, oh, you're wrong for speaking about J. Cole like that. But it's my opinion at the end of the day. And sometimes he does make rap seem boring. Even on other features, where I forget that song, who album it was on, Diamonds, like his flow, he tried to switch it up to blend in to be like somebody else when he should just stay himself. But anyway, that's my number 10. Number 9, J Hood, Don Status EP. I definitely like that project, man. It came out of nowhere. I was expecting an album from him, but definitely I feel his bars is on point. The song structure is great. I like the intro of the record. I definitely think he did his thing on that, and I was actually happy when I was done listening to the project. I can't remember if I actually did a review on that or not, but if I didn't, it's too late to do it now. The year almost over. Moving on. Number 8, Jim Jones, We Own the Night EP. Now, I had no problem with it, you know what I'm saying? Jim Jones, sometimes he can hit you with something where it's like dope, but then he can hit you with some shit that was bullshit. I feel Vampire Life 3, the last mixtape he put out, was kind of sorry. I didn't like the production, I didn't like the features, but We Own the Night EP definitely was dope. His whole campaign for the Vampire Life shit, movement or whatever was dope. And I feel like, he actually put out a cool project, you know what I mean? Maybe one or two joints I can pass on, but definitely I feel like Jim Jones still, out of the whole Dipset, is consistent, and you got to give him credit on that, because Cam put out some shit that wasn't all that. Joel's put out a mixtape, that shit was garbage. And I think Jim Jones, out of all of them, just stayed more consistent. So yeah, that's my number 8. Number 7, Action Bronson and Harry Fraud with Sob Stories. This shit was incredible, from the production to the flow to the lyrics to the bars, everything. He did his thing on this. I wish Blue Chips 2 was more cohesive like this project was, but at the end of the day, it wasn't. So it is what it is. Number 7, Action Bronson, Sob Stories. Number 6, Vado with B-Day EP. Now I know, yeah, it's Vado. It's a mixtape they dropped on Valentine's Day, but just the whole concept, how he filled that with the whole day. You know what I mean? All the songs on there is basically about relationships, his point of view of how he felt with it. You know what I mean? The whole love concept. It dropped on Valentine's Day. It was a great concept EP, and that to me was genius, because when I seen the cover for it, I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm not understanding this, but he mixed everything that he know about, rap, his lifestyle, dealing with certain chicks, all in one wop, and delivered a great EP. And that shit to me was flawless from top to bottom, and I loved it. Moving on, number 5, Young Chris, Vital Signs EP, the setup for his album I'm Alive. Definitely, I fuck with that. That shit was pretty tough. You know what I mean? From the first record he released, I'm Alive, the visual for that was dope. It's basically saying, I'm here, I'm still nice, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is just put me under the rug and saying that I'm not this, I'm not that. He definitely just showing people that, I'm still alive, I'm still here. You know what I mean? You don't see me as much, but definitely he's still around kicking, and I feel like he needs to just be more consistent and put out projects. And at the end of the day, I think he will be going down as one of the great lyricists, at least in my generation. You feel me? Number 4, Lord. I know I call her Lordy, but somebody would like her is pronounced Lord. Whatever. Lord with the Love Club EP. Incredible. Definitely very more different than her album. I loved her album, but just the different sounds, different production, different way melody she used on this EP was sick. And at the end of the day, the way she even did the album cover was incredible. It's her and I think holding a possum or some shit like that. That shit was dope as hell. Definitely gotta salute her for that, and definitely got a great album. You know what I mean? Moving on, number 3, Janine Aiko with Sellout EP. You already know it came out. I bought it. I purchased it. I downloaded it and went and purchased it. Show support. Incredible, incredible EP. From the features to the production to her vocals to the way she writes songs. She's gonna be the next superstar in my opinion. You know, to me, she replaced Cassie. I know a lot of people never even brought that concept up, but in my opinion, she's doper than Cassie. She actually can sing. You know what I'm saying? She actually can write songs, and she does it consistently. You know what I mean? Um, I didn't even know back in the day she was on a Drake record called July. I didn't even know that. And since then, she's been consistent. She's been on a lot of projects, you know what I mean, from rappers. And the one she lately did on Drake's LP was dope as fuck. But G and Aiko is definitely going to be one to be reckoned with next year. Number 2, Willie the Kid and Alchemist with Masterpiece Theater EP. This shit was fucking crazy. This was the dopest shit I ever seen Willie the Kid at. Everything was on point. Production, his lyrics. It's like he really went in there to prove a point, and the theme behind it was fucking incredible. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a Willie the Kid fan, even back when him and Wayne had their differences. But at the end of the day, this was a dope EP, and I can't wait for him to drop the Fly 3. My number 1 out of my top 10 EPs goes to none other than Chinx Drugz. I'll Take It From Here. When I first heard he was dropping something, you know, the first record was Feelings with French Montana, and I tried my hardest to look for this shit, and it didn't leak nowhere for a minute. A nigga was gonna sit there and run to Target, get a motherfucker iTunes card just to buy this because I knew it was so sick. I'm reading the tweets on Twitter and shit like that and hearing what people were saying. And once I heard it, all of the joints are fire. You know what I'm saying? The first record, Wake Up, that's my shit. That's my fucking joint right there. That shit is dope. Feelings is another great record. I love the whole EP. I definitely can't wait for this nigga to drop an album. You know what I mean? Other than that, that's my top 10 EPs of 2013, man. J. Cole, J. Hood, Jim Jones, Action Bronson, Vado, Young Chris, Lord A, Lord, whatever you want to call her, Janine Aiko, Willie the Kid, and Chinx Drugz. Y'all let me know what EPs y'all fucked with this year, what you think about my list, who should have been on the list, who shouldn't have not been on the list. And yeah, man, just fuck with me and let me know. Happy holidays. 1.